Today I would like to go over a second grade science lesson that talks about the water cycle. Essentially, we would like to introduce where water comes from. Some of the core standards that I would like to go over would be: students will demonstrate understanding about matter and properties of matter, different kinds of matter and how it exists. Students will demonstrate understanding about the observations and construction of evidence-based arguments. And students will demonstrate the understanding of constructive arguments, which evidence that some changes caused by heating or cooling can be reversed, and some cannot. My objective today is about how students will be able to understand where water comes from. So where does water come from? Students will learn that water is collected in large bodies of water. It will then be evaporated and move into the environment through different stages of the water cycle. I'd like to engage the students by opening up an activity of talking about the form of water and how ice is a solid form of water. I would ask them to describe the water and tell me a little bit about what they already know about where water comes from. The class activity that I would engage in is to talk about the different stages of water and how liquid is stored in oceans, rivers, and lakes. It is then heated up to what is known as evaporation. When the water vapor reaches a point in the sky, it becomes cold enough and creates condensation, when heat and cold connect. The water will then become heavy in the clouds that will continue to create precipitation. This will eventually turn into rain. As a class assessment, I will have a water handout that they will need to go over the different stages of water and how they learned how it becomes a cycle. The students are encouraged to participate and talk with their partners to learn more about how and where water comes from. Some of the sites that I got my information was from the Idaho Gov academic standards and the teachers pay teachers for the different activity worksheets. I will close with an assessment where they will be able to write or cut the handwritten words out and put it in the right order for the water cycle. Thank you for your time.